When I was the one sitting behind the lender's desk, we were approving based on guidelines, based on ratios. We looked at the income, we looked at the DTI, and of course the credit score, because that got you in the door. Now don't forget to give me a follow. I'm Lisa, former underwriter, and I'm here to help you be mortgage prepared before you get into your first home. Now, as an underwriter, we had certain criteria that we had to look at. And if that criteria fit, we could approve the file. If it didn't fit, we either had work to do to see if we could get it pushed through, or we had to turn it down. Now, I'm not here to take away from loan officers, as that is their job. But now that I'm no longer sitting behind the desk, I can help you be mortgage prepared with Insider Scoop. So don't forget to give me a follow. What I will tell you is when we looked at those guidelines, we were looking at your credit score to see if you qualified for that loan program. Then we looked at your income and your debts to see if your DTI would push you through and if you could afford the debt. Then we looked at the income, we looked at the documentation, and we looked at the cash for closing. But what we did not look at is what was done after the fact. So if you had higher grocery bills, if you had medical bills, if you had a kid in sports, say travel hockey that was expensive, we didn't know that. So if you're approved at the top of the tier, you're buying at the top of the tier, more than likely you're going to feel the crunch. And that is exactly why I want you to see your numbers before you sign that document. I want you to see what's left over after you remove those debts from your income to see if you can still afford to live, because nobody wants to live house poor. And that is exactly why I built the mortgage prep system. So it breaks down loan types, DTI, cash needed for closing. Funding map gives you some resources about getting money for closing, and then your clear to close documentation. Drop system in the comments and I'll get that over to you. Better yet, grab it up there in the link in my bio